Why, hello there, people of the Earth. Shams Nelson here from Fantastic Anatomy, and today we are going to draw a random comic. And I'm going to be using Manga Studio. I almost forgot I had this, and it's actually pretty cool. The one thing I noticed immediately is that it's a lot lighter than Photoshop. Like, it runs a lot faster, at least on my computer, which is kind of lame. I think I might be getting a new computer, though. And that's very exciting. If anybody wants to buy a synthesizer keyboard, Roland Gaia SH01 for $400, then let me know. So what I'm gonna do for this draw a random comic is I'm just going to like draw something randomly, and then I'm going to build a comic around it. So whenever I try to like draw a comic, I always end up spending a lot of time coming up with a story and like never like deciding what I'm going to do in that story. Um, Again, never like finalizing the story enough to actually draw draw the comic, or the story gets too elaborate and then I never started the comic. So I'm like, this is too crazy. So what I'm gonna do here, draw something first, and then I'm gonna figure out how the heck to make it into a story. And let's just see if this works out. I've never done this before. I kind of did it earlier in my sketchbook with just like 3 random panels as I got the idea. And I was like, this could be cool. So I decided to create a new series on Fantastic Anatomy. I don't know how many series I have going on now, but now I got one more because I have the power. I have the power. Alright, let's give this guy something else. Let's give him an earring. Some kind of... Yeah, he should be like more pirate-like. And the scars. 2 scars right there. Okay. And that's it for now. Alright, we'll fill in the details later. So, you know what? I'm going to leave this guy on his own layer. So how do I make him smaller and stuff? This is a great thing about working digitally. So I can just take him and say, you know... Is he going to be in the first panel doing that? What if his face looked more like the reaction to something someone said? I don't know. Let's put him there. Whatever. I'm not going to think too much. I'm just going to make this. Alright, that's how we're going to roll today. Do they have like squares and stuff? They probably do. Hopefully you can figure it out. Maybe there's like a crazy guy right here. Oh, so let's put this guy on another layer, because I might make him too big or too small or something like that. So let's just make another layer. So this is going to be layer 2. Layer 2, guy 2. I don't have to say guy 2. Layer equals guy or gal in this story. Alright, so what can we do to make this guy more intriguing? Add some intrigue to the story. Oh, it looks like a beak. Okay, we could go with that. Let's see what happens if we go with that. Oh, what if he's a prisoner? He looks like a downtrodden prisoner. So with his big old feathers. Alright, so we're getting some conflict here. Now who's the protagonist? I mean, maybe this guy is an evil rogue. This guy's mad because he's an evil rogue. He's the worst. But I think the audience is going to sympathize with him at first, because they see him as the victim. So I don't think I need to do too much, because I think I'm going to cut it off at some point right around there. So let's leave it like that. He has a large forehead to indicate his intellect. Alright. I think we need to make him a little more interesting too. Well, he's a prisoner, so he shouldn't have like gear or anything like that. Here, have some markings. Maybe the feathers on his chest are a little darker like that. Makes things a little more interesting. I was feeling like it was a little boring. And then maybe like flesh out his shape by giving his wings sticking out a little more. No, yes, maybe. Oh, that looks weird. Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out. So, this guy's too big, I think. So let's move him. No, he's good size, but I don't want to take up so much of the panel. So I might make these guys both smaller. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so much faster than Photoshop, you guys. Why didn't anybody tell me? Do we have his whole body like that? Well, maybe... What if there's a table here? Like a wooden table. What if there's a guy sitting here? Alright, so I should make a new layer. Man, I'm getting pretty elaborate with all these characters. I didn't think I would have so many characters. So let's see, immediately. Notice he is not. See, if he's not, no, this doesn't make any sense. This would have to be like really huge and in the foreground. I don't think we're gonna put this guy in here. No, I don't think so. Let's just make him disappear. Stop. Zoom in. Alright. We've worked enough on this. I want to keep this moving at a good pace. So let's put these in a folder. Folder 1, okay. That's fine. Go inside that folder. Good job. Transform this. Okay, this is going to be the first panel. It's going to be kind of big like that. Alright. Now we'll put another thing, and he's going to... Now we got to figure out what they're going to say. See, that's the trick. This is the interesting part. You might say, "You've burgled your last jewel." Burgled. You know, maybe he steals crowns. You burgled your last clown. Clown? Does that make sense? You burgled your last clown. He only steals from clowns? Sure, why not? Yo. Clown. What's his name? Ekateka. Sounds like Ekateka. It sounds more parakeet to make. And then to which he replies, what does he reply? Ekateka. You can't trust him, that's for sure. Give him a long reply so it fills up this area. Okay, let's do it. You burgled your last clown, Ekateka. Clowns oh, the order of the clown. See, it's a clerical order. They worship a god of mischief. The order of the clown is a dark and corrupt. Not society, cult, organization. If they convene, just say vene, the final gems into the clown's into the clown's crown, then what? So this guy, he's kind of annoyed because he wants to stop. Oops. Oh yeah, okay, I gotta go to the right layer. So he's not really sad. He's not trying to get out of this because he's sad, but he needs to stop the clowns from completing the clown's crown, which will summon the embodiment of their deity, who is only interested in creating chaos. Oops. So so he's about to tell you something if they blah 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 blah, and then he says, then this guy goes, "I've heard enough lies for one day." That's what he's gonna say. So let's make a new panel. I'll make a new folder for folder 2 for the second panel. So wait, can I make a quick box? Let's see if that's easy to do. Come on. Come on. Can I make a new thing, or will it automatically make a new? No. How do I make the Ooh, a little much. Okay, cool, but we're in the right path. Yeah. That should be fine. That's good. So we're gonna fit it right into there, and then presumably I can change the color at some point if I choose to, but that's fine. We can deal with that later, right? Yeah, let's deal with that later. We're not gonna be crazy about things here. So a lot of the shortcuts are the same. Photoshop, which I like. Wait, what? How did it select that color and it wasn't the same? Alright. Panel 1 box. Okay. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let's keep it moving. So we don't have anything on this yet. Alright, so we only have 2 more panels left. Oops. Okay. Alright, that's good. So in the next one, he's gonna say, "I've heard enough lies for one day." He's rolling his eyes a little. This is an easy close-up. Let's not make things too hard on myself. And then I might make this video into 2 parts. But let's see. How long have I been doing this? Not too long, I don't think. I think we're making good time. Honestly, I've never no, I made a comic. At shamsnelson.com. You can check out the comic me and my friend of mine and I did together. He wrote it and I drew it, called Strange Sales. It's just a few pages, but it's pretty cool actually. I like it anyways. Um, so yeah. Anyways, so I have made a comic thing before, but it feels fresh. It feels fresh. Does that look like that guy? Not really. Why not? I think the face is a little more square on that one. Okay, so how are we gonna? Oops, sorry, I forgot to talk. So then, what are we gonna do? He's like, I've heard enough lies for one day. Okay, let's just put all these on one thing. So, or maybe I should. No, okay, actually, I think I should make this one smaller. And put the I've heard enough lies for one day on top. I don't think we need this guy. Let's just get rid of him. You're gone. Delete. New thingy. Bubble. For speech bubble. Alright. Should you say I've heard enough lies for one day? That's kind of boring, right? Alright, let's see what you burgled your last clown, Ekteka. Ekteka. The Order of the Clown is a dark and corrupt organization. If they convene the final gemstones into the clown's crown. The clown's crown. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Oh, that's good. Okay, I like that. The clown's crown. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Should have just typed it out. That would take a lot less time. Whatever. Oh no. I don't want that color. Maybe I can just copy and paste that one and transform it. That'd be easier. So let's do that in a bit. Wait, let's see. Can I just do it the same way as when I... Nope. Wait, okay. If I just duplicate it. Where's the duplicate button? Duplicate it. Can I do it right click or something? Come on, duplicate. Duplicate layer. Perfect. Okay. And then I'll just transform this. Oh, it's gonna make it smaller. That's annoying. Alright. Whatever. Alright, I'll just put in the last panel real quick. And then I'll try to figure that out later. Last panel. We're gonna have a clown. Oh yeah. We're gonna have a clown and he's like, excellent. So how's this clown gonna be? Oh, maybe he's looking into... What would a clown use for like divination? Or do they use the same kind of thing? Yeah, I think maybe these guys, they just like live in a medieval fantasy world and they like... Everything's pretty much normal. Like they would be like any other priestly cult except they all dress like clowns. With the hair and everything. And they welcome all races. Maybe he has his hand on this side instead. How would that work? Oh, you'd have his thumb up, so it'd be more like this. Okay, cool. I like that a little better. Then what kind of robes would they wear? So I kind of made his head like a little too crazy, I think. It's not working out. And he's just saying, let me just move it over a little bit. Oh no. Like this, Command X, Command X. No, we need a new folder for folder 3, probably. Anyways, Command V. Okay, good. Deselect. Oh, I actually wanted to select that. Oh, it's okay to do this. Bigger. Yeah, because we want mostly a close-up on his face. And then it says... I don't think this one needs its own bubble either. I think it'll just be coming out of the corner like that. Excellent, because he's glad that this guy doesn't believe him, and that Ekteka. I don't like Ekteka. Chirp Tekka or something, whatever his name's gonna be. All right, so see, this is all we need, I think, to really get cooking. So I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna start cooking. I'm gonna start cooking right now, right here, right now. But then I might finish it up on my own time, so it'll take too long. So let's see how this. I like this. I'm in the studio business. It has this stabilizing thing, which makes it so your lines are just a little smoother. It doesn't have that jitter. And I thought that would actually slow down the program, but incredibly, this thing is so lightweight. I think it's because it's only designed for this stuff, for doing art. It's not designed for anything else. Like Photoshop has like a billion features. This has less, which is actually a good thing. So let me try turning up this stabilizing. So let's see I put it on like 40, what happens? Look how beautifully smooth this line is. I mean, come on, you guys. Are you understanding what's going on here? It'll never be that smooth in Photoshop. At least not with my tablet and my skills. Alright, the rough. So I'm going to put everything into a folder. Oops. Called rough. And I want this, the opacity lower. There we go. There we go. And then let's just have some fun with it. Look how clean those lines are. Oh my gosh. In Photoshop, that would be like hours of work. And it's not like it completely does the work for you. Like, see, that was not nice what I had going on there for a second. I don't think it's any more cheating than regular Photoshop is cheating. And I know a lot of artists, professional artists, use this specifically for that feature. But anyways, it's not like I don't really believe in the whole cheating thing. I guess like for instance, tracing. Okay, tracing is probably as cheating as it can get, but if you like tracing, I guess if you trace something and then say it was your work, but if you trace it and do something different, I mean, people can tell when you trace. It's not like a big secret, really. So, I don't care. Just do whatever you want. It's art. Sorry, this power cords tangle all around me. I think I have to unplug it. No, it's okay. Alright, I figured it out. Alright, so it's still rough, see, but then, like, there are these little lines coming out and stuff. But I actually kind of like that. That's why one reason also I stuck to Photoshop is I like a little bit of the rough quality to my work. So it's cool to see that I can have some smooth line work like this, but still keep the roughness through like my details. Oh, see, doing this, that slows it down. I usually do that quite slow. I mean quite quick. So I have to do it slow. So if I get that new computer, God willing, I can sell off some of these. See that? See, now maybe here I'll just turn it down. See what it looks like at 2. There's like no stabilizing, but it's so responsive. This is incredible. That's incredible. Oh yeah, stop playing Hearthstone. I was like, where is that from? Hearthstone. Heroes of Warcraft. I should do a like draw Hearthstone characters video. That would be fun. I really like the art of Warcraft. That's one of the main things that appeals to me. What do we have this on? 40? Maybe he's just been given these rags to wear. Oh, it kind of looks like monk's robes because of this looks like it's got a hood. And that's kind of cool because now he was gonna have his hands on the table. Maybe he just caught him at the inn or something like that. I don't know, we don't have to explain everything. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, one thing I should have said at the beginning is that part of this whole thing is not to make something good, just to finish something. So I'm not gonna worry about making it good. I'm not expecting it to be good. I'm not expecting to come out with like a whole like series out of this and some like Oscar like winning film based on the graphic novel. I'm just drawing a comic real quick and having fun with it. Okay, so let's say I put something like that. Another one over here, so there's one here. Maybe it breaks off a little. Okay. Let's just keep it black and white. So this isn't working out here, right? Like, right, what's going on here? I don't know. It's not really working out, but that's it. I'm not gonna work on it. If one day I decide like this is going to be a graphic novel that I'm going to make, then I'll come in here and I'll erase this and I will figure out how to draw winged hands inside of a, or maybe he should have wings and his hands should be normal inside the thing. That'd probably make more sense. I'll just draw some other stuff here. Kind of messing around. I'm just gonna draw it quickly, but it's got like the stabilizer, so this should be interesting. Oh wow, yeah, this is so much better than Photoshop. I'm glad my subscription to Photoshop is gonna run out soon. I think I'm gonna stick to this, but I have to find some video editing software because if I get a new computer, I'm gonna try to do a little more editing on these videos, make them a little more fun. That's the plan, anyways. So Premiere might be a choice, but if it's too expensive, then I'm going to consider something else. Alright, his expression kind of changed, but it still works. Like I said, if I was trying to create a comic book and make this into like a more, than him looking like the same character, or looking like the character I want him to look like would be more important. But it's not, and I'm going to draw through this. But I won't put too much detail. They'll probably get covered up. Something like that. So this hand's weird. It's probably gonna stay weird. But if you look at like your like comic books you like and really look at them carefully, like you're gonna draw them, you'll find weird stuff in them. I mean, they are pretty good, I have to admit. Like, and some artists are spot on, but a lot of times you'll be able to spot stuff where you're like, wait, that arm doesn't make sense. But only if you really like look at it to try to draw it, to really break it down. Because usually they do a great job disguising it. Okay. So there, and wait, where's the box? Alright. I'll just keep doing a little more line, and then I'll call it a night. So, let's try doing this guy a little bit slower, and a little bit more to my... So I'll turn the stabilizing down maybe to like 15, because it'll speed it up a little. Because I like to do little choppy strokes like this. I kind of like the effect it gives. So let's see how that works out. I think it's working out pretty good. I mean, this is a good program, man. The lines are bold. Want to figure out how to do stuff with like opacity and things, but I don't even think you need that. I wonder how it is to color on this. It seems to have a lot of the same functionalities as Photoshop. I'm sure it has like adjustment layers and their versions of all that stuff. So like, I don't know if that guy and that guy look the same. I guess more or less. I mean, obviously, from reading the comic, you'd be able to tell that they're the same guy, I mean. Alright, and then, you know what, let's just finish this off. I'm not going to make another one about this. But I think... I don't know if I'm loving this idea for a comic. Tell me, if you guys came across this, if you're at the comic book shop, and then you came across this, and then you read this page, and it was like $4 or whatever, you know, $3.99. I think that's normal price for a comic. And you just read this page, and then you're like, oh, I gotta go. Should I grab it or not grab it? Would you grab this comic? Do you have a taste for absurd fantasy? I think that's what this genre would be called. So we should give it some cool things, like maybe there's these snakes. Maybe the snake needing the snake. Needing a snake. I just want to give it some ornamentation so it looks like a holy cup. Okay. So, and then we should have, so if he's looking at it, it's going to be on his left. So maybe like, so he's like watching what we are watching, basically, is what I'm trying to imply. And what kind of suit does he wear? Maybe they have like something like that because they're like warlocks. Clown warlocks. Alright, cool. Maybe some power. It's radiating off. That's neat. I kind of want to see what it looks like with panels. So you know what? We made it this far. You know, so if you guys want to stick around for another 5 minutes and see what it looks like with some panels, then let's do it. And then stick around. So where are these panels? So I can get rid of this, or I will in a moment. I won't put the word bubbles in. That's what I will not do right now, because I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to get frustrated. So, I'm going to erase this little part right here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna close out all this. And then the other thing I would do. Oh, cool. Okay. Do that. Oops. Give it its own layer. That's cool. Tools. These things just go in as their own layer. Just go in as whatever. Transform. I can nudge it over. Transform. Nudge it down. Alright. And then what I would do is just clean this up. And to kind of like give it a finalized polish, as much so as we can do in the time we have allotted to us. Is okay. Let's do a light gray and then a dark gray. Let's do a light gray. All right, and then I'm just going to fill in some. Oops. It needs to be a little more gray. That's more of a dark gray. Alright, fine. We'll do dark gray, and then we'll do light gray. So we can get the characters to stick out a lot if we shade in the backgrounds. So I'll do that, and then I'll erase away the stuff that is overlapping. I think that'll be a little faster. In some places, I think it'd be good to have the dark shadow too. Let's have a little dark shadow. Maybe here. And under his eyes to cast a little more suspicion on him. Can we trust him? I don't know. What do you guys think? Can we trust him? Are the clowns the evil ones? Or are clowns an innocent religious group prosecuted by the bird people? You know? Wouldn't be the first time that happened. It won't be the last. Those bird people are terrible. Flying around in the skies, eating worms. Why you gotta eat so many worms? It's better for the ecosystem. That's your problem. You know what I'm saying? But do they listen? Probably not, no. Doubt it. Right. It's okay, I'm gonna do this rough. I'm gonna do it rough because I don't want to be here for 1,000 years. Okay. Carbon out. Good, 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 good stuff. And we're gonna use a lighter. We're gonna leave a little bit over there. That's cool. And we'll use a lighter. Oh, what about for this guy? We definitely want some sinister shadows. Like that, maybe. And just a little bit of light on the rim of the bowl. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have it kind of glowing. So we'll do dark all out here. Dark all out here. You know what? Let's do dark all outside of the whole frickin' thing. That's crazy, right? But I have the power. Right? I don't want to hear any crazy talk. Okay. We're almost done here. Be patient. Have patience, good people of the earth. Thomas Nelson is here from Fantastic Anatomy. What do you mean from where? Fantastic Anatomy. Get your head together. This is very serious. I'm going to put another layer underneath this one. Oops, what is this? I don't know what that does. I'm going to have to watch a tutorial later. There, that's better. Okay, cool. And then we're going to put some lighter shadows all over the place. Fleshing out the forms. See, it's underneath, so it's not messing with my original shadows, which is what I like. It's working out well for me. Good, good. I heard that Frank Frazetta, I should watch the documentary again if I can find it. There's a documentary about him. And I heard that he sits there and he narrates what he's doing. I mean, I don't know exactly what he says, but I imagine it's something like what would he, we have the shadow casting light here. We have shadows under the belt, a striking shadow across the face, casting our hero in mystery. Maybe stuff like that. I don't know. But the point is, he kind of like talks himself through it. And I've actually noticed that making this channel, sometimes I make a lot more interesting. Actually, I usually make a lot more interesting characters when I make a video, because talking out loud helps me come up with cool characters and weird ideas and stuff. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Draw random comics show or whatever, because I feel like if I'm talking out loud and I'm imagining like, hey, you guys are listening and thinking with me, it'd be really cool to do this live. I hope that I get faster internet one day and I can live stream with you guys and do random comics and have you guys contribute your ideas and stuff like that. If that sounds like something that would be interesting to you, let me know. So I might be able to work it out where I go somewhere with faster internet, like once a week, and do the show there. That could be interesting. Yeah, that's cool. All right, and then this guy from the shadows. Is that white too strong? I don't know. Maybe this whole thing is like that. And then, oh, maybe these should be white to kind of help. And then that's like why his face is glowing, because this thing's glowing. And then actually I'll go to this one and I'll kind of carve out a few cool shapes. I probably don't need that outline there. I think it would be better served without that. But it's okay. This is actually kind of cool, y'all. What do you guys think? Yeah. I'm super curious if you would read this comic. Alright, since I'm not going to, oh yeah, let me add one more thing. I just thought of one more thing to do with this. Let's get this, let's get here. And then put some texture into the wood. And then here I can actually erase out the texture. Alright, I think that's good. Should we erase out some texture here? Yeah, that's nice. Alright, cool. So what do you guys think? Oh yeah, let's read out the comic. So the first thing he said was, oh, how can I read this out? He said like, oh, hold on, this would be great. Yeah, that's good. With like a shiny line. And there's too much white on him, I think, but it's okay. I'm gonna leave it for now. Maybe that would be better, something like that. Alright, sorry. Okay, So the first thing he says is, what is it? Like, no more fighting clowns for you? No more stealing. You burgled your last clown. Oh, that was really loud. You burgled your last clown. Cluck or whatever your name is. Okay. The Order of the Clown is a dark and corrupt organization, this guy says. The Order of the Clown is a dark and corrupt organization. I should have had him with his mouth open. Oh well. If they convene the final gems into the clown's crown. The clown's crown? You don't seriously expect me to believe that nonsense? Whatever. And then this guy's like, excellent. Alright, cool. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this new series, Random Comic. I might come up with another name. Random Comics. Comic. Alright, that's it. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.